Bro, I was taking a drink.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Phil Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
And what about our Wade's World podcast?
What about us?
Hey, we're back. That's right, kids. Welcome back to the first ever Wade's World Annual, Part 1. We'll tell you what's in Part 2 later. But for now, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is
the Mistress of Mayhem, Lilith Hellfire. What's up, guys? We're back. But this is a censored version. Have to warn you.
Part 2 will be uncensored. Boy, I wonder where that'll be. So yeah, that's right. We're back doing our fun. We had to slip into Wade's World during our
30 years, baby. 30 years.
Our summer annuals. Our first ever summer annual. So of course we had to slip Deadpool in too.
Straight up the middle.
Right up Main Street.
Come on, this is Marvel. Right up Yancey Street. Get it together.
No, remember the first Deadpool movie? Oh, right up Main Street. That's right, kids. Wade's World's back. It's back. Much
worse than ever.
and somewhere Rob Southgate felt a chill go down his spine.
He's like, I thought they were keeping it on the Patreon.
I thought yes.
Nobody tell Rob. He's too busy gushing over Black Widow. We'll be all right.
Oh, well, I was going to say I should invite him tomorrow, but who knows? You know, between him and Charlie, I don't know. Everyone else will just be sitting there checking the weather. All right, so
what do we have on the agenda today for Wade's World Annual?
I love how she sets the agenda, and she was like, "What's on the agenda, boy?" I believe
people take it better when they hear it from a man. Okay, I don't like it. That's the way psychology works. I'm sorry.
All right, kids. Let me mansplain this to you. Yes, we're covering the top 10 essential Deadpool stories, and someone was supposed to send me a list of hers, but she never did.
Whoopsie doo! It was, I've been busy drinking. Leave me alone.
No, you were drinking. Get out of here.
Yeah. But, I mean, obviously, number one is obvious. But so we have 9 that are probably not as obvious, hopefully.
Oh, my. All right.
Oh, and you do the evens, I do the odds. That's how this works after mine, Phil. It's been a very long time.
Hey-o. All right. So, wait, I do the odds?
No, you do the evens.
Okay. All right. So
number 10.
Okay. See, I even made. Let me look at my list here because I just picked out 10 myself.
Oh well, you can do all 10. That's fine.
No, that's fine. I just
I mean, it'll go fast. It's just you and me. It's not like Charlie's here. It'll go fast.
Ooh.
I kid because I love. But seriously, you did the work. I have plenty to choose from, so I can do 10, 20, 15.
Oh, there we go.
You want to do your 10 and I'll do my 10? That's fine.
Well, yeah, we can do my 10, number 10 pick, your number 10 pick, mine.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's fine. Sorry we didn't work this out beforehand, kids. Mama's been busy on a Saturday. Got to sleep in. Got to go to the dope.
Hey, well, I went to see Black Widow. Yep, posers. All right. Let's see, which one do I want to put as number 10 here? Sorry, kids. Okay. For my number 10 pick, I will pick. Are we just doing single issues or stories?
I thought we decided on issues. And then we can do for more further reading, you can do like your essential stories, your like arcs and stuff if you want.
Okay. I mean, either way. All right.
We got time to kill. That's fine.
All right. Well, then I think I will pick for number 10 Deadpool #1 from 2012 by Jerry Dugan, and because I just revisited this kind of sorta because Luca was actually reading.
Oh, look at that! Look at little Luca.
Well, I hooked him because I was like, there's zombie dead presidents in there. He's like, all right, I'm. So yeah, I mean, I just like that story. I thought it worked well. It was a natural fit for Deadpool because they're like, oh, but all the dead American presidents have been resurrected by an evil wizard. Well, we don't need Captain America or any of the clean heroes on camera. Basically, even though they're zombies, get footage of clean heroes actually killing American presidents. Who can we get that already has a sullied reputation and doesn't mind getting? Oh, okay, let's go get Deadpool.
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
zombies, though, you can't go wrong with that. And that's the gift that keeps on giving because we get so many Funkos out of it.
There's so many characters who can fit in different genres. They can be street level, but you can also drop them into horror and sometimes even some science fiction. I'm thinking Spider-Man, Batman, but I think Deadpool fits in that category.
Yeah. All
right, she wasn't impressed. Lil, what's your number 10 pick?
No. It's a good pick. It's like I said, it's a good pick. I have to go with New Mutants #98, Deadpool's first appearance. It was obvious that we were spinning this character off, so it's kind of funny to reread as an adult and just see all the setup, but it's still fun. It's still an X book, so it's still a mutant book, and the mutant books back then were super fun. And he is just he sticks out like a sore thumb. So you see it coming a mile away when you're rereading it in retrospect. But no, the art is good, the story's fun, and you actually look forward to seeing what they do with the character.
Yeah, I was thinking about New Mutants '98 for my list too, but I was thinking, I don't know, he was almost like a plot device where it's
he's always a plot device though.
I know, but even his first appearance is who can we throw against Cable and stuff, and
look at them now, best buddies.
It's I don't know if
it's essential though. I think you definitely need it. It sets a foundation and it has some precedents and some callbacks.
Oh yeah. So. I mean, yeah, you could tell there was the seed of a good idea there, but I don't know if it was fully formed. But you could tell something was afoot.
Got him.
Don't email me back. All right, kid. Barrels. All right. All right. We could do number 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This time I think I will go with another number 1, Spider-Man Deadpool #1.
Aw, that is we covered that way back when.
I know. I thought a lot of those were good. I thought they played well, played off each other very well, and I don't know. I mean, he's had a few team up books, but I thought the Spider-Man stuff, and again, I like Joe Kelly who wrote that, so I like his Deadpool, so
yeah, definitely, I can see that.
But in nostalgia there too, so
okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go with because we recently covered this Night of the Living Deadpool. Actually, when we reread it, I liked it a lot more. It was like a meek and somber but fun story. I really love the art. It's just one of those things that only Deadpool could do.
Yeah.
He's the only character that kind of makes sense. And then the story gets better and better as it keeps going too.
And he can make meta commentary about everything. Yeah.
A lot of Walking Dead references, the comic book specifically too, which I'm always a fan of. So,
again,
and the TV show, but I don't know much about the TV show. You pointed all the TV show stuff out to me.
I mean, again, yeah, since he breaks the fourth wall, and I mean, with his humor, he seems to work well in more situations than, he's better in Captain America in that story. Let's just say.
True.
All right, number 8.
8. Make it great.
All right. I will. All right. I am going to do Deadpool number 25 from the his first ongoing series. another Joe Kelly pick.
Well, there you go. Got to have a little Joe Kelly.
Well, hell. It was like, yeah, it was the big, oversized issue 25 and like the big wrap up to the like first story where, for those of you who didn't read the original series, kids, yes, supposedly an alien was coming to Earth to bring world peace and everything and a utopia. But meanwhile, what was going to happen is that the alien was going to sap free will from everybody. The plan was going to be bigly. So yes, so Deadpool's like, oh, I don't want to make this decision. Either let the world be brainless zombies or just go back to the flawed and perfect people we are. And then Captain America shows up and he's like, oh, thank God, an actual hero. You can make this decision, but Captain America's been taken over. So to save the world, kids, not to spoil too much, but Deadpool has to play Rochambeau with Captain America. I'm sorry, kicks him right.
Playing the. Oh, go ahead.
Kicks him right in the stars and stripes.
It could be worse. They could have had to play that Big Bang version of Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Lizard Spock.
Spock, Frog, whatever.
Lizard Spock. Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard Spock.
Yeah, there you go. I think my 8 is going to be Deadpool number 10, which is The Burnt Offering Part 4, Born Sinners. It has your boy Nathan Summers in it. We have Irene Merriweather being annoying, which I love. And that's Fabi and Nasia, so you can't go wrong with that.
Oh yeah. And
then you also have kind of sort of a Marvel girl Rachel Summers in there too. Just a lot of fun little references and digs. I kind of like Fabian is kind of that guy. He shows love and reverence, but also he kind of likes to poke the bear too.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah. Well, again, it's Fabian's, one of the Deadpool's parents.
Exactly. So we'll let it slide.
My favorite line still is when we first talked to him and I said, oh, it's Deadpool's dad. And he goes, oh, I guess that makes Rob his mother.
Well, he's not wrong about that.
Oh, he's a mother, all right. All right. Where are we at? Number 7?
7.
All right. Can I cheat and do a mini series?
If you want, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheat too a little bit, so.
Ew. All right. So number 7. We covered this a while back. Also, Deadpool versus Thanos.
You mean two men struggle to get death to love them?
They're both in love with the same woman, and yes, it is death.
I love that the dynamics between those two. Like, you wouldn't think it would be like a really fun dynamic, but it actually is. Thanos so serious and then dead. It's the classic, buddy cop formula, honestly.
Oh yeah, especially with Deadpool. I love when you play him off like an ultra serious character. Yeah. He just gets under his nerves, and it's Thanos. He deserves it.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna go for Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, it's Colin Bunn, first of all, so it's gonna be a good time. No, the art is beautiful and the story's like I said, I like when they don't take Deadpool so serious. We're not worried about a healing factor, and he can just be his meta commentary self. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then when it's gory and they actually show that he has skill and stuff like that, and like nothing has consequences, so we don't have to think too hard about it. I think that's where Deadpool works best.
I think Colin Bunn do that the Night of the Living Deadpool too. Yeah,
he did. I like Colin Bunn in general, and like I said, like it was really surprising because they called him for so many things Deadpool. You just wouldn't like when you think Colin Bunn, you don't necessarily think Deadpool unless you've read a lot of Deadpool. You go, yeah, his stuff's pretty good. It's just not like he's not the first person you think of, when you think of Deadpool, but his stuff is really good.
Hello, Russell.
Russell!
Slade's World. Y'all get ready for Slade's World.
Slade!
Hey, buddy, we did like 120 episodes before we went to Patreon. Yeah, let's see you try to get 120 episodes of Deathstroke. I dare you.
Are there even 120 issues of Deathstroke combined between like what the four books that he had? I guess if you tuck into Titans and stuff, maybe.
Maybe.
And then you can cover the Arrowverse seasons 1 and 2 and 3.
Titan season 2.
I guess there's some material there.
There's your challenge, Russell. All right. All right. So we on to what is it? Number 6. Let's talk about 6, baby. All right.
All the good. Oh, okay. Now.
Oh my. Some flashbacks. All right. You met.
90s, baby. 90s.
Fun ran a poll earlier and asked who we should rate next. I team up with Mooney and Living Mummy. What? Deathstroke is getting his own. Oh, yeah. So, Tomes of Evil.
Good.
Tomes of Evil. It's getting some Deathstroke.
I think I've said this before. I like Bunn's independent stuff too. Like you really get to know who Colin Bunn is through his indie book that he does.
Oh yeah,
creator-owned book. He gets to be a little more experimental.
But Russell, I would recommend if you're going to do the Deathstroke series, do it Titans. Well, no, I guess he's not going to be in Titans season 3, so I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Never you mind the old man.
I can mind it. Oh yeah, and then season 1's about to start on is it TNT? One of those channels.
Thank God they didn't do the whole Bluebird thing. I would have been so pissed.
I know.
It made no sense. I'll never forget.
All right, I'm going to cheat again for number 6. I'm going to do the first arc from, you already mentioned, Cable and Deadpool with the blue people.
Oh. Ooh. Channeling your inner Captain Kirk.
No, not like that. The whole world was going to be blue. So yeah, I mean, I just like it finally brought Cable and Deadpool together as like a team instead of like adversaries or uneasy allies. I don't know. I think Deadpool brings out some good in Cable and vice versa.
He's the perfect person when you want to shake up a situation, like Deadpool with Daredevil. That was good, and then they brought in the Punisher. Like Spider-Man, he's just a really good, like, when you want to take a character out of their status quo, and exactly. Like if you feel like they need a little more humor, or if you feel like that character's too serious, you absolutely throw Deadpool in. So I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah, because Cable can get way too serious, So Thanos, Cable. I guess I like Deadpool with those Josh Brolin types.
He's only 5'10". Come on.
Oh.
I
mean, where are you to talk 5'10"? You got to stand on a chair to get 5'10".
I'm a Hollywood 5'7". What are you talking about? All your favorite actors are liars.
She's a Florida 5'7".
Now I'm a Florida 5'10", actually. There's a lot of short people down here.
Yeah, all those old people who shrink.
Exactly.
That's why she lives
in the grocery store. I'm reaching for stuff for the old people.
Don't let her tell you warm weather, kid. She's down there because she feels like a giant next to those old people.
Okay. I think my next one is going to be I guess it's kind of sort of an arc, but it's going to be from the Uncanny X-Force, and it's going to be the Apocalypse solution, because it has the 4 Horsemen, and then do I want to do Deathlock Nation? There's so much, because there's one in there where Warren. Oh no, it's the Dark Angel saga, where Archangel is doing the thing with Dark Beast. Mm-hmm. That one, like, all those issues are really good in a different dynamic. Like it. Yeah. It kind of replaced a book. The book that replaced it's kind of not as good, but it's still good. But that one was really good, and it didn't get the love that it deserved. So I thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, again, it's like you sprinkled some Deadpool over it. You know, you need a, you know, it's way dark, and then you know, Deadpool pops up to give you some humor. Pop up. All right. What?
Whoa.
Save it for the Patreon, Lord. Couple minutes. Hold on. All right. So we're at number 5.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of playing Deadpool off of serious characters, I'm going to go with 1997's Deadpool number 3, Deadpool vs. the Hulk.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, I mean, you would think completely outgunned, but yeah, you know, again, one of those stories where Deadpool has to find a way to like jumpstart its healing factor. So you know, Kilbrew's like, go get the Hulk's blood, which we covered way back. Scroll down years, kids.
You'll be scrolling forever.
I know. I'm gonna put some.
I'm going to cheat and do an arc 2, and I'm going to do the Mercs for Money.
Oh, nice.
And especially like when they had to do the Domino team specifically, that particular arc. When they go to rescue Negasonic. Yep. That girl.
Nice.
So it was yeah, that one was actually really good. And Domino was actually really good in that series as well. And it's a little Jerry Dugan for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, honorable mention. Well, I mean, we covered a little bit of it, but it's not even like technically a Deadpool book. But that Domino series by Gale was really good.
So good. He made a lot of appearances though.
Oh yeah. You could tell she missed him. All right, so we're down to number 4. All right, it's gonna sound like I'm just going through just scrolling, but all right, so for my number 4 pick, I'm gonna go the issue previous to my last one, Deadpool number 2 from '97. Shout out to the Taskmaster.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love those two playing off each other.
Let me think. Okay.
You know, because you know, Taskmaster is just like he can get serious, and you know, it's like I guess he call him a mercenary, even though he's like a teacher half the time. But it's just like I love how Deadpool beats him in that issue too, because of course, you know, Taskmaster can read anyone's movements, and Deadpool, I guess, just starts making nonsensical moves, and he's like not even thinking about it, and he's like, wait a minute, wait, that's impossible. No human being moves like that. No human being like that. You move like Jagger. You got to move like Jagger.
Get out.
Yeah. What's that Florida coming out? Get.
Get. I'm gonna go with Deadpool Max number 4.
Ooh.
Because that's the best it ever got. Like it hit its peak. That's the best issue. But I do like Deadpool Max just for the thought of it, that it makes sense to have a Deadpool Max. I just wish that it was a better story. It felt like they were doing it just for the sake of doing something that was a Max issue. But it didn't feel like it earned its Max name. It could have been a regular Deadpool book. I mean, just cover up the nips that we saw, and that's about it.
Hey. So what you're saying is
it doesn't feel right, bro. But I still like the art, and like the story up until issue 4 is pretty good. It's all the build up, and then you start to see where the resolution's headed, so you can just dip out after that. But issues 1 through 4 are definitely worth reading.
I mean, yeah, we covered it on Patreon, kids. So please subscribe to the Patreon if you want to hear that review.
There's my boy.
And we did feedback on that. Someone did love that. Did love those.
Was it Ray?
It was just a really nice page.
Or was it Russell?
No, it was Ray.
Okay.
You know, that one who likes it long and hard, not the other one.
Because Ray likes it hard.
And Ray likes it long. Does Russell like it long? Does Russell like it hard?
There you go, Russell. Oh, I think he's fine. Okay.
I'll hear it on the playback. It's fine.
Oh, you know what? I was just scrolling through stuff. You know what I saw? I didn't even know they had a Max series. I forget how it was only a couple issues, I think. But was it Phantom X Max or something?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even read it. So I was like, I don't know how good it is, but
That's interesting.
oh, it might have
Wanted
been
that.
might have been looking something up for the X. Oh, you know, it's probably somebody's pet create. You know what? I should look that back up because I was gonna say, I wonder if it's Grant Morrison because didn't he create Phantom X?
Figures.
Get a Kids an X character, Phantom X. Like a bad Mexican restaurant. Phantom X. Yes, Phantom X Max. What was a 4-issue series? Yes.
They were like, here's a bag of sugar booger, sugar boogers, and some doobies. Have fun.
Whoa!
Smoked a doobie.
Do whatever you want. Phantom X. Really? I mean,
Well, we gotta pay them.
I can't say I haven't enjoyed Phantom X. It just depends who's writing them, I guess.
Very true. Let's see. I am going to go with. I'm going to cheat again and do the whole series. I like Deadpool core.
Oh, really?
But specifically the first issue. What is that?
Number
Cool
one.
Apocalypse Now. Disrespect your elders. Like the titles and the issues alone were so freaking hilarious. You have Lady Deadpool in there, obviously.
Nice.
And they're tricking the champions. So, like, come on. Anytime you're dunking on the champions, I am there. I hate the champions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
So, yeah, it's just like, yeah, the Deadpool core is a pretty cool miniseries for Deadpool stuff.
Okay, I didn't think you liked it that much, but...
You know, now that I'm able to...
Oh!
A lot of Deadpool stuff makes sense to me now. And I can enjoy it more freely.
Man,
Deadpool's definitely one of those books. I'm just saying. You definitely need an altered state of mind.
I say I might be able to start to add more comics to the list now. Hey,
Anything by Grant, we can throw in there.
nice. Hey, I told you I want to do some JLA. Let's do.
Yeah, hey, I'm always down for that. That is great. JLA by him is great.
Okay, how many boatloads of you know what do you have to do to like Captain America now?
I'll die. I'll die before Captain America becomes good.
Smoked a doobie.
I mean, no, like I get like the creator's intent and stuff. He's just boring. Like it is just I'm a black lady. Like it don't tickle my fancy.
Hey-o.
Even though movies don't tickle my fancy, the only saving grace is Chris Evans, like in that tight spandex suit. Like I'm just gonna keep it real with you.
Oh, that should be a segment. We should people send in your comic series and issues that you know what you think Lilith would like, and yes, we could call it what tickles Lilith. Yes.
Oh God. What tickles Lilith's fancy? Yeah, definitely for Patreon.
Does it tickle Lilith? Yes. Welcome back, Wade's World. All right, are we to number 3?
I believe so.
All right, and again, it's going to seem like I'm going in a specific order, but all right, I'm going to have to shout out another Deadpool number 1 from 1997. Yes, Joe Kelly kind of sets up that whole world with Blind Al and everything, and then just
That's actually my number 1.
Is it?
Yeah, that's okay though. Yeah, now you guys know my number 1. Like I said, my number 1 was very obvious.
So it's on the list. Yeah. Yeah, just really good. And I even like the interplay with like Sasquatch.
I love Blind Al. I absolutely love Blind Al. I hate when people don't want to work with like the old school like sidekicks, as it were.
I know. I'm like, why?
Everybody wants to create their own, and it's annoying.
I know. Every time like a new series starts up, I'm like, no Weasel or Blind Al. I'm like, what are you doing?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's all I can tell writers that write Deadpool. Or put him by himself. Don't create new characters for your shekel. Like, don't do that. We don't do that here.
Come on, he's just living in a come on. He's living in a house with Blind Owl, Weasel. You can throw in Negasonic Teenage Warhead, I guess.
Oh God.
Negasonic Teenage, coolest name ever. All right, so but yeah, I just love the Joe Kelly stuff, and it set up so much stuff. Again, Blind Owl and all everything else. So I think it set the tone for modern Deadpool. You know.
Absolutely.
All right, so number 3, Lilith Hellfire, or do you want to make that your number 3?
No, I'm gonna go with Suicide Kings. Give Mike Benson a little love because
no.
I think it has the benefit because it's not tied to any larger series. It can just do what it wants and be itself. And he's framed for a crime he didn't commit, and he's trying to clear his name, and then Punisher being Punisher.
I'm gonna do what I do.
And then also later on, Deadpool and Spider-Man come in. Well, Daredevil is Matt Murdock, but let's not get bogged down in the details.
Yeah,
I think it's fun. Like I said, I like fun Deadpool that's not tied to bigger story arcs or anything. It just can be what it wants to be, and it's a self-contained story, so you don't have to worry about like continuity and stuff like that. I think that's where Deadpool really shines. I think that's why he's had so many miniseries and maxi series. Honestly, that's the best playground for a writer to be able to express themselves with Deadpool. Is what I'm noticing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he played off all those characters really well. Spider-Man, Punisher.
Well, those are like it doesn't hurt that those are like some of our favorite characters that we love to talk about too, especially when it comes to like team ups and stuff. So.
True. All right, number 2.
Number 2.
So one of the many things I like about Deadpool is when he messes with Marvel continuity. Deadpool's Secret Wars almost made it to the list, but I thought the better example of him messing with Marvel continuity was Deadpool 11, when him and Blind Owl time travel, when he's messing with Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, that's a good pick. That is an excellent pick.
And Blind Owl has to pretend to be Ant-Man.
And thus the meme was born.
That's right. And, they turned Weasel into a drunk. I always wanted to know who went back in time and turned Lilith Hellfire into a drunk.
Nobody. It's all predisposed genetics.
Show me on the timeline where the bad man touched you.
Somebody called the time period authority.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, I mean, it's just, and again, they like lift actual panels from what is that? Amazing Spider-Man 68. Is it 68?
It's not 69.
Yeah, I know it's not 69. See, I think it's 67 or 68. But yeah, they lift like actual panels and just Deadpool's taking Spider-Man's place, but throwing out the modern jokes, Well, for what was that, like 97 or 98? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Kraven was still already corny by then.
He's always been corny.
I know. The brave hunter named Kraven. Oh, Stan. Let's see.
He couldn't help it.
Excelsior!
All right, Lilith Hellfire, take your number 2.
Beat you to it. So hard to pick, hell. Let's see. I'm skipping around on my list. Just give me a second.
I know.
How hard is it?
Oh, I know. A Kiss, a Curse, a Cure. I think it's the annual from 1998.
Okay, yeah.
And it's got Death on the cover holding him. Because he loves Death.
Yes, and kind of like an origin story, yeah.
Yeah. That one's the art's really good on that one. And it's kind of like it's a side you don't see of Deadpool very often. And they didn't really like make like the crush on Death like silly. Yeah. It was kind of like more serious and somber about it.
And it kind of fits in perfectly between like two issues of Deadpool, which I like when they actually like give you a reference like where it takes place in the series.
Yeah. And I gotta find a new number one, so carry on, sir.
All right, sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's a great issue.
All right. Well, my number one, and yes, we did cover this early on, I believe. It jump started my love for Deadpool, and all when it comes to Deadpool, it all started here for me. The Daredevil Deadpool annual.
Ooh.
I think it was early on because I think Deadpool in that ongoing series in '97 was only up to like 5 or 6 issues at that point. So yeah, but yeah, I was reading Deadpool. I mean, I was reading Daredevil. I checked that out, and I was just like, man, this Deadpool guy's killing it with the humor. And again, I don't know who had the better team up: did Daredevil and Deadpool hunting down Typhoid Mary, or Weasel and Foggy?
Weasel and Foggy. Absolutely.
And then, Foggy had gotten this seeing eye dog for Matt, which he obviously didn't need. And then at the end of the issue, guess who wins them in a poker game?
Did we cover that? I feel like we covered that.
What, the annual? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not crazy. Scroll way down.
It was pretty early on, yeah. I think it was one of the first few episodes of Wade's World.
I was like, wait a minute, we did that one.
Yes, very early, but we did, yes.
The alcohol brain still knows a little something. Okay.
So see, not only is this a top 10 issue show, it's like a highlight show. It's like, hey,
exactly.
Covered this.
You better put it in the show notes. Link it in the show notes. You're gonna have to scroll way down, but link it in the show notes. Okay, so I think I found my number one, and this may be shocking. It was actually on my honorable mention list, but the more I think about it, this makes why Deadpool is perfect. Because if you don't know, I absolutely hate Marvel's version of Thor. So Deadpool, number 37 from like 2000, where he appears, actually makes Thor super tolerable. That's how versatile Deadpool is. He can really make a terrible character give you a new perspective on that character.
Is that the one where it looks like he has the hammer?
Yes, that's the one. That dynamic in and of itself made me read a couple of issues of Thor. That modern Thor from that time.
Oh my.
And it was okay. The Thor around the 2000s was okay.
Yeah, I think that was at Dan Jurgens, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so yeah, power of Deadpool. I mean, it's a reason why he's a whole franchise unto himself. It's a reason why Disney's going to let him be rated R.
Yes, and if you see any images floating around the internet, kids, of Deadpool holding Thor's hammer or almost dressed like Thor, yeah, it's probably from that issue.
Yes, correct. And I need them to do that in the MCU. I just need them to do it. Him and Loki would be like best friends, even though Loki did that whole scam with him that we covered. I am your father.
I mean, they have so cooled off on like the Deadpool stuff lately, but yeah, now that you mention that would be in like another good miniseries, like the Thanos one and stuff.
We were promised a Deadpool animated series. I'm just saying, it's there. They made a couple of actual episodes. They just didn't air them, so it's in the vault somewhere.
But Marvel, do that, and you can play off the TVA stuff. Have like Deadpool and Loki like traveling through time through like different Marvel events or something.
Marvel, he grabs freaking Franklin Richards. He's like, no, not you.
Who do you think you are? The Doctor? Doctor who?
Hello. Yeah, so definitely, I love Deadpool's versatility a lot. When he's written well, it's super great. When he's written bad, it hurts.
I mean, you could pretty much team him up with anybody because, name me a character where I'm just like, no, I don't think it can work. No.
He's basically like a thorn in the X-Men side. He's had time with the Fantastic Four, I feel like, too.
Yeah, I think real quick, wasn't it towards the end of Cable and Deadpool? I think they did a 4 issue, yeah.
So, he pokes, Reed's self-important ego a little bit. And, every character needs that every now and then, even if it's from an outside source. He's
like the modern Spider-Man, where I think Deadpool's pretty much met almost everyone in the Marvel universe.
Yes. Absolutely. And all his team-ups are, well, not all of them, but a majority of his team-ups are super fun, too. So.
Oh, yeah. And Marvel and DC, we need a new team up. Come on, a new crossover. Come on.
Deadpool versus Deathstroke.
That or Harley Quinn.
I mean, it's the only thing they probably let slide, but
Probably.
as long as it's not Margot Robbie.
I mean, in the comics, not even in the movie.
Yeah, in the comics, okay.
Yeah. No. Then you could bring. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Then you could that's your excuse to bring in Batman. Can you imagine Deadpool annoying Batman?
He's
Just
like,
get-
what happened to your? He's like, what happened to your outfit, Spider-Man?
Oh.
Daredevil, is that you? Matt, is that you? He just keeps calling him different names.
Then Batman just gives him the old Guy Gardner.
Knocks his head right off.
Oh
It
my!
grows back.
I can remember 2 universes. This is breaking 8 walls. What?
Yeah, so on that note, definitely it has been 30 years of Deadpool, 30 years of craziness, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon.
So yeah, so if you want to hear more uncensored talk about that Deadpool's 30th anniversary, basically part 2 of this annual, go subscribe to the Capes and Lunatics Patreon right now. I'm gonna make sure once this episode hits Sidekicks, part 2 will be up on Patreon. So
Yeah, we're going to be reviewing the Dirty 30 annual or whatever, and we're going to review the Deadpool Marvel Corp collector's box and a couple other things.
So yeah, so go. So the episode's basically over. This is like the end credit scene at the end of the first Deadpool. Go now. Go subscribe to the Capes and Lunatics Patreon right now. All right.
What? You're still here?
All right. So we done here on part 1. Lilith is like, come on, I need to swear. Come on. All right,
You're
kids.
dang whipping right.
So that's all right, kids. You have your homework. Yes, go subscribe to the Patreon, because not only are you going to get the Wade's World part 2 of the Wade's World annual in July for Patreon, you're also going to get the Ultimate Spider-Cast annual,
Uncut and uncensored.
Spider-Man vs. the effing Juggernaut, and Lilith gets that completely uncensor that. And if you're looking for more annuals here on the Capes and Lunatics Sidekick, stay tuned. Lilith and I are going to be talking to Mr. Mark Wade about his Flash work for the Legends of the Arrowverse annual.
Hey.
See, all these other slackers are slowing down over the summer. We're giving you more. See,
That's what he said.
Hey-oh. See, people should subscribe to the Patreon just because, look, we love you so much. We're giving you pretty things. All right, so send your thoughts on all things Deadpool or anything we have coming up on the podcast. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you could follow, Wade's World has its own Facebook, Twitter. So find those social medias, links to all the social medias for all the shows, links to this YouTube channel. Yes, this episode will be up on YouTube. Links to the Patreon. Again, catch the uncensored part 2, the Ultimate Spider-Cast annual, everything on Patreon, always uncensored. Ray loves it. He cannot get enough of it. He sends feedback. He's like, give me more.
Gobble, gobble.
Just gobbles up that content.
Gobble, gobble.
So, yes, find links to the Patreon so you can subscribe. Links to merch, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please go support all things Southgate Media Group. You got to southgatemediagroup.com. And also, after you're done signing up for the Capes and Lunatics Patreon, go subscribe to the Southgate Media Group Patreon. Rob gives some of the stuff away for free. There's also paid content, so all kinds of good stuff there. But if you just make a one-time payment, yes, go pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. Learn all about podcasting from some experts and Rob Southgate. And you pick that up on Amazon. And when you're on there, just like Lilith Hellfire on an hourly basis, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that man breaking the fourth wall and farting all over it. Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So sad.
Poor Rob.
What did you say?
Oh, please.
Poor Rob.
He's awesome.
Hey, kids. Hey, go subscribe to the Southgate Media Group Patreon and buy tons of the copies of that book, and he'll let us make whatever kind of jokes we want about him.
I get so much right. Mark my words.
All right, Lilith, where can people talk to you about katanas through the head?
If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok at you guessed it, Lilith Hellfire69.
Not in the face.
It's Wade's World.
Only if you drink water and pineapple juice.
What?
I said only if you drink water and pineapple juice.
Whoa!
Not in the face.
And that's a preview for the Patreon. Play us out, kids.
Demon.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us.
It's Wade's World.
Thank you for joining us. And again, just to remind you, Wade's World is here. Yes, every so often we get some more Wade's World on the Patreon. So another reason to subscribe, part our movie reviews, whatever else you want to do. Remember, kids, send in your take the challenge. See if you can tickle Lilith Hellfire. Tickle her soul.
What song?
Can you make that heart? Can you make that heartbeat get up to 60 beats a year? Well, until we meet again, kids. Maximum effort.
Zero common sense. And we will see you next Thursday, maybe.
On the Patreon.